Morning, guys. Tar Heel Yak Daddy. There's a choking cow right here. So I'm on Mayo Lake. Mayo Lake is in Roxboro, North Carolina. It's my first time ever coming here. Today I'm fishing an online tournament, the KBS, Kayak Bass Series. This is one of the 3 online tournaments I have to fish in addition to the live qualifier that I already fished at I think it was High Rock Lake, where we had our live qualifier. So I've got my live event out of the way. There's only 4 online events left, and this is, you have to fish. You can fish all of them, but I think you only have to fish at least one, but I'm hung up on a cow fence here or something. There we go. But your Angler of the Year points are based off of your best 3 online events and your live qualifier. So I missed the first 2 online events. There's 4 left, including this one, so I gotta fish 3 out of the last 4. Getting this one done today. So here on Mayo Lake, first time. Talked to my coach, my grandpa. He gave me some choices. His buddy, actually the guy who helped me out with Lake Hickory, came here yesterday or the day before and did really well. So thought I'd come here. This lake is this lake's an hour from my house. Kind of wanted to go to one of my local lakes, but he thought this might be a good spot, so came out here. Nice and relaxing. Just fishing today. I forgot my depth finder, so I'll just be fishing. It's kind of nice. It's nice to just, I'm still competing in a tournament, and I'll talk more about that. I don't have any service on this lake, so I'm gonna have to get out of here a little early and get somewhere where I can upload my pictures. Fishing ends at 3 Central Time, so I can fish till 4 really here in the Eastern Time Zone, but I'm gonna have to leave earlier to get somewhere with service to hopefully upload these fish I catch here today. Guess not. So just gonna have a relaxing day here on Mayo and see what we can get. Not really sure of any pattern. I fished a boat tournament with my grandpa last weekend. So just sticking with the same pattern that we did there, which is not my favorite type of pattern of fishing. There's fish on beds, there's fish up shallow, there's fish that already have spawned, that have moved off. So just gonna try a variety of things and see what works. Like I said, I've never been here. I don't have my depth finder, so literally just old school fishing it today. But it feels like it'd be a good day. It's relaxing. Just come out here and chill and catch some fish. It's kind of what's cool about these online tournaments. That feels different. Tree. Is that you're still competing, but it's not as hectic as like a live event where everyone's there together. You can fish whatever public lake you want to in these online events. You can't fish Grandma's farm pond, but as long as it's a public access fishery, you can fish it. And so here you have it. See what today brings us here. Stay tuned. Got an okay one. Pretty fish. Come here. There we go. Let's get out of here before I get my rods caught up in this mess on the boat. We go. Not a bad way to start the day. Okay fish. And since here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you guys. I've never done it before. I don't have my fish grips out ready like I should. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave the hook in his mouth. That is legal. You can't put the fish on the stringer or anything. You can leave the hook in his mouth of the bait you caught it with. So I'm gonna do that. So I'll take some with the hook just in case. Just like if I had this 16 1/4. It's a good fish. Let's get this fishy back in the water. First fish, not a bad one. Yeah, there, buddy. Good to go. Not a bad way to start the day. Caught that on a Texas rig rage tail crawl. White. This is how we caught a lot of fish last weekend in the boat tournament with Grandpa. We were fishing. We were at Lake Gaston here in North Carolina. It had a lot of grass. We were fishing this rage tail crawl through the grass. And I pretty much stuck with the same baits that worked for us there at Gaston here today. Figured it'd be the same pattern, so just using the white rage tail crawl Texas rig. I think that's a, I don't know, 1/4 ounce weight on it, maybe, not sure. But I just threw it here at a random brush on the bank, and got him to pick it up. And it was funny, just as I was fishing, I'm gonna go up here and turn around at this little bend and keep working that bank back. But I was thinking as I was making cast there, this is why I hate this type of fishing in the spring, is because they're up shallow. There's all this brush overhanging the bank here, and I mean, you don't really know where to cast. I mean, they could be anywhere when they're up shallow on the bank, and you can't cast to a particular bush because there's a million bushes on this bank. So I'm just kind of floating along, casting to bushes, just markers where I'll cast. There's just a big tree here, so not a big tree, but a tree kind of hanging out over the bank, so I'll just cast to that. And I was just floating along thinking this is why I'm not crazy about it, because there could be a fish anywhere shallow at any of these million trees on the bank here. And right as I'm thinking that, I make a cast and get a bite. So goes to show you what I know. But fish this little bank here, and I'll check those photos and see if I can submit them. But it's a good fish to start the day with. And this rage-tail crawl, we were kind of swimming it, stopping it, letting it sink through the grass at Gaston. I'm just working it like a Texas rig here today, just letting it sink and dragging it, hopping it back along the bottom. So my grandpa's buddy said he caught him really good on a buzz bait and a finesse worm. So I'm trying this new bait that I got for Christmas, just now breaking out, because my buzz bait is I need a new buzz bait. The skirt on it was like melted or something, or it was all fused together, so just didn't look right. So this is a buzz plug, I think it's called, that I got from my cousin-in-law's for Christmas. It's the buzz plug from Argostat, however you pronounce that. But so trying that out as a buzz bait alternative. That's why you have a floaty on your GoPro. Alright guys, that was a stupid pickerel. My bait's pretty tore up on that stupid idiot. Kinda frustrated. I've lost a couple fish. I've had some bites all on the rage-tail crawl, but I've lost a couple. And just caught that stupid idiot. My bait's kind of tore up. Don't know if I'm going to be able to salvage it or not. But after you catch a pickerel, always check everything out. Check your line, your knot, because they will tear some stuff up with them teeth. That right there, tip of the day, if you're a YouTuber like myself, or use a GoPro for any reason when you're on the water, make sure you have a floaty on it, or something to make your GoPro float. I already learned that back in March when I lost my GoPro at Lake Hickory. And that stupid pickerel there, I had it clipped on my hat here. He knocked it off, but luckily I have the that might be a bite. Luckily I have the floaty on it, so did its job and floated. So you use a GoPro, better have something that makes it float, or you will lose one, I promise. Still just the one fish. Still just fishing shallow with this rage tail crawl. It's a little frustrating. It's kind of driving me crazy. It's not my style of fishing at all. Oh my goodness. I've lost 2 more good fish right here on this nice rocky point, my kind of fishing. Throwing a crankbait, the Proberos that I've had so much success with here lately. Had 2 on, both nice fish. One on that side of the point and one on this side of the point. And both jumped up and spit the hook. So I'm gonna let it chill. I'm gonna fish this little point, and I'm gonna go back to it. Might change up crankbaits. Both of them came up out of the water. Both were nice fish, and both spit the hook. There we go, finally got him. I don't think he's huge, but putting up a little fight. It's okay. Stay on there, stay on there, stay on there. Stay on there. Oh shit. Stay on there. Okay. He's alright. He's alright. That's a good point. Over there's where I lost the 2, but this is just across a little cove from it. I work down and I, with a shaky head, turn around to work back. And I'm gonna hang out here for a little while, because this is a good point, it appears. I think they're okay. Let's check them real quick. Couldn't see too good. Yeah, they're good. I don't know if he's quite 16, 15 3/4. Looks like. Get them back in there and keep cranking halfway through my day. Still don't have no signal. always just take a picture or something to break up your pictures of your fish. Like that was my first one was a 16, that's 15 1/4. Easy to get them confused. So I just take a picture of the GoPro here to break it up so I know where my pictures are. Proveros crankbait, man. Let's get back over there and keep this crankbait in the water. On these points, I've lost 2 off that point that I'm gonna get back over there after I fish this point really good. There's some fish here. I just caught my first fish off a bed, guys. I got a mess here. He ain't nothing big, but that's pretty cool. That was pretty cool. So I've kind of switched to bed fishing here. I've seen a bunch of fish on beds along this bank I've been working, and I've been throwing at them, and this one took it, man. That was pretty cool. That's the first time I've ever sight fished and caught a fish off a bed. I was just coasting down this bank, saw them. They're these little buck bass are, good Lord, get out of there. Look at my mess. These little buck bass are garden fry, it looks like to me. And so I've kind of figured out whenever I see some little fry, there's gonna be a buck bass around, which is this little buck. But yeah, first sight fishing fish right here. Saw him, threw a white wacky rig Cinco over to him, and got him. Watched him pick it up and took him. That was pretty cool. He's 12 1/2. That was pretty cool. First sight fishing fish right there. I've never really taken the time to sight fish or try to catch a bass on a bed. Don't really see them all that often, honestly, but I've seen several here today, and I must say that was pretty cool to see him. I threw the wacky rig. It's a Biospawn lures. It's a Biospawn Exo Stick. I won it in one of the I won it as a door prize at one of our CKA tournaments. Biospawn is one of our sponsors. Thank you to Biospawn for sponsoring us. And have been trying it out on a wacky rig. I like it. I used it last weekend at Gaston. Had one bite it, but lost it. But that was pretty cool. Saw him hanging out there. to the white wacky rig over there, and white makes it easy for it to see. So I watched him just floating there, slow sinking. Watched him swim over to it and pick it up. Once I saw he had it picked up, reeled down and set the hook. That was cool. So that's 3 fish. I should have a very good limit. I lost the 2 nice fish over here on the crankbait, and I lost a nice fish earlier on the rage tail. So I should have a very good limit. This KBS is a 5 fish limit. So should have a good limit if I would have landed those other 3 fish, but it is what it is. Still grinding. Got 3 fish. See if I can get a couple more in the next hour and a half. There's another one right here I think I can catch. I'm gonna put y'all on my hat and try to do it. There he is. Alright, I'm leaving. I broke my rule and fished forever for a fish on a bed. I never do that, but now that I caught my first one off a bed, maybe I'm a bed fisherman. It's pretty cool. I spent about close to 30 minutes trying to catch him, but moving on. Alright guys, it's the end of the day. Back at the boat ramp. Gotta head back so I can get these 3 fish submitted. Would have had a really good day. I missed 3 good fish, which would have given me a really good bag, but still a fun day. Fun tournament. Caught my first fish sight fishing, so that was cool. But thanks for tuning in. Please like the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video. You can check me out on Instagram at Tar Heel Yak Daddy, and we'll see you next weekend for event number 4 of CKA. It's at Kerr Scott Reservoir or something in North Wilkesboro. Never been there. I'm gonna try to go pre-fish it this coming Thursday, so I'll do a video of that. So we'll see you guys then later.